if you can really see it. But I just bought this from Walmart. I know at first I was watching other people and they had these on and they were, you know, always showing them like to wear them and stuff. And I had no idea how to do it. I'd never done one. I went to Walmart and found these lanyards. Okay, so you just go to Walmart and get these lanyards. They can just clip on like this. I punched a little hole in the end. I bought the self-laminating, I think it was a 4x6, not a 3x5. The 4x6 that our Blitz cards fit in. And I just, it's so self-explanatory, but it has the directions on it. You just slip it down in there and then seal it. Punch your hole, add it to it. And I mean, it was maybe $5, and you get multiple self-laminating things in it. So this is a good way, like when you go out, to wear this. On the back, I have a picture of me in the hubs, and you know, all my information that's on it. You don't have to have your information on it. It's not like you're not going to be able to give your information to the person that's asking you about it right there in that moment. So there's something you can do. It's people asking questions, especially you know, at first it's kind of hard getting your money together and trying to invest in something that because you need more money. So at first maybe you can't afford to get a shirt. So, and I didn't have a shirt until after I started. Now I have all kinds, and it's just part of the I don't know, part of the fire that gets in you. So this is a really great thing to have when you first start out. If you don't have a shirt, that's okay. So I know that there are a lot of new distributors on our team, and we've even got some that aren't new, but they're coming back and they're just getting a fresh start. So that's great. Right now there's a $500 promotion to get to Ruby. I'm going to show you, got my little chalkboard here, and I'm going to show you exactly what Ruby, or what you need to get to Ruby. The Ruby bonus, your first 2 full calendar months, if you get there, then you get a $500 bonus. You are guaranteed to make $500. And the average, low average income, and this was based off of 2013, was $599 a month, just in commissions. That's not your wrap cash. That's not your bonuses. That's just commissions. So, I'm going to show you what the chart looks like that you can download on your eSuite. It looks like this. And I noticed some people, that is pretty hard to understand. You see a bunch of squares and you're really not sure what that means or how to fill it in. So that's why I'm here, along with 1,000 other videos of you know, ambassadors and diamonds that make videos for us to watch on tips and tricks, how to get to Ruby. Watch those. I learned everything from YouTube. Okay. So first, here you are. Here's me. First thing you're going to do, when you first get your first distributor, okay? My mom. That looks like Monday, but it's really not. My mom was one of my first distributors that actually I started using to build with. Okay, and then I got another distributor. And then I got another distributor. My hubby. Okay. So you see, I have, okay, my mom. Whoa. My mom, Shelby, and Noah. Okay. In your steps to success, in your first 30 days, your goal is to get 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors. If you do that, and you're like when you first start your first 30 days, you are pretty much set, because let's say you teach your distributors to do the same thing. Let me back this up. You teach your distributors to do the very same thing that you're doing. You teach them steps to success. You teach them what they're supposed to be doing. They're going to do it. Especially imagine if each one of your new distributors goes out and does the same thing that you did the steps to success in their first 30 days. Okay. Noah is the one that got his 2 customers, the 2 distributors off the jump. Now, here's the trick about getting your getting to Ruby. It's not just signing them up. Sorry. It's not just signing them up. Each one has to be a qualified leg. And we hear that all the time. I had no idea what it meant to be a qualified leg. What that means is each one of these has to have $400 in volume. Okay. Now, if everyone is running their 80 BB auto ship, and let me just say this, you're a distributor and you're not running, I know at first it's hard, and to some, just putting the $100 up is expensive. Here's the thing. If you're not running that 80 BB auto ship, first of all, if you don't have 150 in sales, you're not going to get commission. You can have 145, but you're not going to get your commission check. And if you don't have your wraps, you're not going to make your money. So that's first and foremost. It's just the easiest thing in the world to go and spend the money to buy the wraps just to turn around, and that makes you motivated. When you have your money invested in something, you're not going to sit there and just not do anything about it. You're going to get that money back. You're going to double that money. So get the wraps, get fat fighters, get what, if you want to be a product of the product, then use your 80 BB. If you have it, if you've got the extra money to do it, get 1 box of wraps, and then get 2 bottles of fat fighters, or a bottle of fat fighters and the cleanser, or exfoliating peel. Get whatever you want to get, and we have packages just for distributors. But in doing that, you're helping yourself, you're helping your upline, you're getting in the 400 club, which makes you considered a qualified leg. If you're not a qualified leg, your upline is not looking at you and taking you seriously, especially if you don't have your auto ship going. If you're over 400, like myself, I stopped doing my auto ship, but now my husband has an auto ship. We have a loyal customer account with an auto ship, so I already have 2 auto ships coming in, but I'm well over 400. So I don't necessarily have to. I still get my commission check. I'm not commission qualified until all my orders come in. So it's a tricky game to play. If you can afford it, do it. If you can afford just to get them, even if that puts money tight for a second, that is going to force you to go out there and motivate you to say, okay, I spent this money and I need to get it back and then some. I need to double my money. So go and double your money. If $60 is a lot to you, what would $120 do for you? Do you understand that? I mean, I hope so. Okay. So that's just a refresher on how to get to Ruby, what it means to get to Ruby. Also, just watched a Periscope by John Erik. John Erik said, in your first 17 seconds, you have 17 seconds to pretty much make or break you as far as is somebody going to pay attention? Are they going to take what you just said to heart? Are they going to remember that? Is that going to set in their mind? Or is that something that's just kind of like where your mind decides what to do with it? 17 seconds. That's an escalator ride. 17 seconds. Are you going to encourage someone for the day, inspire someone for their future? Are you going to destroy someone's confidence? Are you going to destroy somebody's self-worth? What you say in 17 seconds, that can make or break you. So think about that. Be intentional with what you say. Be considerate. And, if you don't have something good to say, don't say it at all. There are some tough things that have to be said sometimes that we need to say, but there's a right and there's a wrong way to say it. So if you have someone on your team and they're not giving it the best, they're not, they just need some motivation. They just need someone to kind of give them that extra umph. Do you think you're going to give them that umph if you're just pounding at them? Or do you think you're going to give them that extra umph if you're encouraging them? Or maybe they've had a 17 seconds elsewhere that's broken them down and broken their spirits. So be the one to uplift, be the one to inspire and encourage. Just something to think about, especially when we're doing our posts, especially when we're doing our follow-ups or when we're cold messaging. Think about that. Okay, here is the list of some things that I got from John Erik when he was doing his Periscope, and it's about increasing your follow-up wins. You can always go to adventuresupport.com to ask questions to John Erik and the adventure team. They're happy to answer your questions and help you. Okay, here's something to take into consideration. We say conversion rates. If there is someone out there and they are reaching out to 100 people a month, and let's say that by the end of that month, they have signed 4 loyal customers out of that 100. That's great. You're doing your steps to success. You've got your 4 customers. But let's say, on the other hand, there's someone else and they have reached out to 20 people in a month. But let's say they got 8. The difference is that's the conversion rate. That is, how successful are you being with your business? How successful are you being with talking to people. Marketing generates leads. So, and what is marketing? Our marketing is through our posts. So when we post, that's our form of marketing. And marketing gives subliminal messages, but it also generates leads. When someone likes a post, always, 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 if they're liking your post, what I did, I went through and made a list. I'll show it to you. Show it to you. It says post likes. I wrote down everyone's name, and this goes on forever. There's another page. I went through, and at each person that liked a post, I went in and started putting tally marks beside their names, okay, to see how interested are they. But anytime that someone will like a post of mine, I send them a message, and I say, hey, Sandra, thanks for the like on my posts, or posts. If you've seen they've liked a few, just go down through your Facebook page, start looking at your It Works post, and start making that list. If they've liked one, say thanks for liking my post. If they've liked 5, I have one right here in front of me that they like every single post that I post religiously, but they have not committed yet. Send them the message and says, hey, Sandra, thanks for liking my post. I always appreciate the support. If you ever have a question or you ever want to try a product, let me know. I'm here to help. That is a great icebreaker. You're not asking anything from them. You're opening that door of communication. You're telling them, I'm here and I'm here to help you. If it's just to encourage someone, if it's they want to try a product, if it's they need a new business opportunity in their life to change their financial state, whatever it is. And if you want to have a column beside the names right here, okay, where it says post likes, have it where it has DT, LC, and DT. Make your you can make your marks down beside of that and see which one they're most interested in. What are they watching you do? That way you kind of know what to approach them on. Instead of if it's about the products, if they like more of your distributor posts, then you can go in there and say, if you ever have any questions about the business opportunity or joining my team, that's what you would send to a distributor. If it's like a product that they're liking, make note of that. Because if they see that you're paying attention to them and it's not just, what you'd send to everybody else. That's the message I send to everybody. Now to each person, I will tweak it. If it's someone that's liking distributor posts, or if I'm posting a picture of distributor earnings by month, I'll send them one and say, if you ever have any questions about what I do for my business and joining my team, then I'd love to talk to you about it. Or let me know. I'd love to help you change your life. I'd love to help you earn an extra $300 to $500 a month, or whatever you would need. That does a lot. The first day that I did that, and I learned that from Larry Leitner, my phone blew up. I didn't expect to get anything back, and I started getting crazy messages back that people were excited to hear from me. Let's see. Okay. So conversion rate. Let's say that I'm just going to use myself and Noah. Noah's my husband. Okay, let's say I reach out to 100 people a month. Noah will reach out to 20. Okay. Maybe I should. I'm new with my chalkboard. Okay, let's say out of this, I get 10 LCs. Let's say Noah gets 10 LCs. Now tell me, who has the better conversion rate? I'm doing the work to reach out to 100 people. But what that probably says is that I'm being very impersonal in my messages to them. That now it could be the fact that maybe he's talking to people that he knows a lot better, and I'm cold marketing where he's warm marketing. But more than likely, what it is that Noah is being more personal than I am. I'm sending them a script. I'm sending everybody the same script. So it's almost like, you know how they say that quality versus quantity. If we have the same quantity that we're bringing in, but I'm reaching out to so many more people than he is. He's keeping it simple, doing half the work, less than half, a fifth of the work by messaging 20 versus 100. But it's because he's being more personal with them. Let me tell you something. Everybody's favorite name or favorite word is their name. Have you ever noticed if somebody says your name, you kind of perk up and pay attention just a little bit more? You're just a little bit more involved in what they're saying. Same way when you're typing it out over a computer, when you're calling someone on the phone, when you're sending them an email, people love to hear their name. Use it. Now, I'm not saying in every sentence, because that'd be a little weird. But use their name. When you start out, instead of, hey, girl, say, hey, Lori. Say, hey, Jessica. Say, hey, Lindsay, Sarah, Sandra, Stacy. Say their name. Get their attention. It just speaks a different language to people. It speaks the language of friendship. It speaks the language of relationship. If all that you're ever doing when you message someone is asking them for something, what kind of response do you think you're going to get from them? Let's say because I'm reaching out to 100 people, I don't have time to find out what they're doing. I don't have time to ask them how they are. I don't have time to care about how cute their baby is or if they're struggling or not. I know what I need, and I need my 4 customers, or I need 3 distributors because the month is starting. No. That is wrong. You're not going to get what you need, and they're not getting what they need. And you'll get what you need when you start helping other people get what they need. If they need a life-changing product, you need to give that to them. You need to be the one that says, I have something that can help you live a higher quality of life, live the best quality of life. I have something that can change your life as far as freedom, as far as happiness, as far as not crying on your way to work. I can give you something I can help you attain something that's going to help us both. So offer that to people. I know at first I would feel like I don't want to say anything to them. I don't want to I don't want to bother them. I don't want to seem salesperson-y. So I would stop myself in the store or wherever I was from talking to somebody because I thought, no, I don't want to bother them. And now, because I know what this business has done for me, and I know what the products have done for my whole family, if I walk by somebody, I don't know if you have that rap eye, but you know, like you can look at somebody and you'll be like, I totally need to sling a rap on that. I can help her. I wish I could just get a rap on that. That's the rap eye. I have the rap eye now, but I also have, you know, like if I see someone with a bald head, a woman with a bald head, or I see someone with a breast cancer shirt on, breast cancer awareness, or just cancer awareness. If I see someone that's kind of walking with a limp, I automatically think, I have supplements that can help them. You know, if they're limping, gosh, offer them, tell them about relief. If they have a bald head from going through chemo, offer them greens. You know, when you look at people, and the more you do this business and the more you get familiar with the products, you'll automatically look at people and think, how can I help them? How can I do something for them? How can I offer them something? And that's how this business changes you. Okay. So we've talked about conversion rates, and we've talked about how the posts are marketing, and marketing generates leads. Okay, well, leads generate sales. That's what it starts the sales process. No different if you've never seen a product before in your life, if you've never seen this new razor they have out, and you see a commercial for it, or you see someone on Facebook post a picture and like, look at this awesome razor. Look at this this razor. I use it and my legs are as softer than they've ever been. And, you know, whatever. That's marketing. And automatically, so the next time you go to the store to get razors, what are you going to do? You're thinking about, what have I seen? What have I heard? Have I heard anything bad? What are the good? You know, you start thinking that. Okay, so for that sales process, yes, your posts are a form of marketing, and that generates leads. But what about the sales process? It's very rare that someone will contact you and say, you know, I've been watching you and I see your raps. It happens. It definitely happens. It happened right before I started this video. So when I get off the video, I'm going to have to call a customer. But here's the difference is you have to message people. Sending that message is what will actually generate the sale. That's where the sales process starts. So what's going to make your message stand out when they go to check their messages and it says they've got 6 messages, 16 messages? What's going to make your message stand out from everyone else's? Well, the first thing we talked about was what? Using their name. Not just, hey girl, hey Lori, hey whoever. Make it welcoming. You know, most of the time, especially if it's someone that I've already talked to and it's a follow-up, what I do is I'll say, hey Lori, how are you doing? How's it going? If I remember the last time that I talked to them, which you can always see your history of what was said last. And I had one girl that, you know, when I did a follow-up Friday on her grandmother, she just had a stroke. So she was in the hospital. I had another one that her brother had just been in a car accident and they were at the hospital with him. So what do you think I followed up with the next time? Hey, how's your brother? How's your brother doing? Hey, how's your grandmother? I hope she's okay. Now, do you think that I'm going to get a response out of that versus, hey, are you ready to try that crazy rap thing? It's relationships. Build your relationships. That's so important. Okay, hold on. Now, do not always ask something from someone. Sometimes, and if you think of that person during the week, send them a message and just say, hey, how are you doing? Or, hey, I hope you're having a great day. Nothing else. Do not do your follow-up on Wednesday. Do it on Friday. That's when people get paid. That's when it makes sense. During the week, be focusing on getting new leads. Be focusing on, writing down, adding to your hundreds list. As long as you're adding to that list, you are adding, or your business is open. So don't ask anything from them, except for on Fridays. Always ask something from them on Fridays. But if you have a chance to talk to them during that week, you ask them how they're doing. Tell them you hope they're having a wonderful day. Hey, just had you on my mind. Praying for you, whatever. But don't always be the one that asks something from them, especially if it's a new relationship. Build a friendship with them first. You're going to get a lot further with them that way. And most of the time, if you do, they're going to ask you about it because they're going to see what you're doing. If you're doing your 3-3 posts, make the conversation about them. There are people, distributors, that will see a woman who has just given birth and they make it about them, but they make it about them in the wrong way. And they'll say, hey, I just saw that you had a baby and I really want to hook you up with the wrap. I will give you my discount because I'm sure you want to get rid of that baby weight now. I would want to slap somebody. Do not approach someone insulting them, especially if you do not know them. Consider that one of the golden rules. Instead, compliment their baby. Compliment, gosh, you look so great to have just had a baby. Something. Compliment them. Make it about them. Don't make it about you. The more you get in this business, like I said earlier, the more you're in this business, the more you'll be doing this for others. And it will benefit you in the end. But you'll be doing it to help people. So it's that, what is it? Where it comes full circle, pay it forward. You're helping someone else and it comes back, but do it for somebody else too. Be their friend, relationship equity, just like, with my husband. If me and Noah, we always kiss each other goodbye when we leave. We always say, I love you when we're on the phone. No matter what, even if I am gritting my teeth to say I love you because I'm ready to kill him and we're arguing, I still have to say I love you. I've been guilty of it at times tonight. I'm not even going to play. But 95% of the time, I say I love you. That's relationship equity. It's just saying that no matter what, I do still love you and I'm committed. It's when I leave here, I kiss him before I leave, and he does the same with me. So it's the value of it. If you're always doing something, if you're always there, if there is a friendship or you're creating that friendship, there has to be, whatever it is that you are a good friend about. If it's a good friend that you're to say, hey, you crossed my mind and I was just thinking about you and I hope you're having a great day. I have friends that are like that, but I have friends that are not like that and never ask me about my day. But they will be the ones that say, hey, do you want to hang out? Or, hey, they'll be the ones that comment on my kids' post the most. So, everybody's their own person. And whatever it is that your strong suit as a friend, offer that to that person. Are people only hearing from you when you need something? Think about that. Ask in a way that's complimenting. So if it's somebody has just had a baby, ask them in a way that's like, instead of, oh, I'm sure, you just had a baby. I bet you weigh 50 pounds. I bet you gained 50 pounds. Did you gain 50 pounds or something crazy? There's not a lot you can say about a pregnant woman without being, the line's pretty thin there. Let's say that if it's a distributor. Okay. Say it instead of being like, hey, would you like to join my team? Hey, could you use $300 to $500 extra a month? Well, that's not complimenting. That's pretty much like an ad. How about instead, like Noah, my husband, if I were to say to him, like, say that if he wasn't my husband, and I just said to him, hey, Noah, how are you doing? And he answers, and then I say, I just want you to know, I've had you on my mind a lot lately because I've been thinking, I just started this business, and I was thinking, making a list of the people that I really wanted to work this business with me and really get my business or get this company booming. And I thought of you because you are so straightforward, and you have, you're just, Noah doesn't have the best personality, so I'm trying to think of this. You say you're a problem solver. You are a hard worker. You've got a strong work ethic. And I really think you keep a level head when it comes to problems. You don't get caught up in the drama. And I really need someone with those qualities on my team in order for this to be successful for us. So when you're doing that and you're inviting them to your team, but you're also complimenting them, what do you think the difference in that is versus, would you like to join my team? Have you ever thought about being a distributor? Really? Which one do you think? Even if they reject you, and even if they say, no, I don't have the time, no, it's really not up my alley, whatever. Even if they reject you, they will become a recruiter for you. So that's when the rejecter becomes the recruiter. So let's say that a couple weeks down the road, or maybe the next day, because you complimented them, because you invested something into them when you ask them, they might run into somebody the next day or know somebody at work that's struggling, that needs the money awful. And they say, hey, I've got a friend and they do this business from their home, but they are actually looking to add people to their team right now. That's a recruiter for you. So you have to think about how you're asking people, what are you saying? How are you saying it? Okay, so we tell them why in compliments we want them on our team. Every interaction affects a relationship. Breathe life into the relationship, make life easier for them, make it better for them. So if you're complimenting and if you're encouraging and you're inspiring and you always have positivity to bring to the table, that's going to make a world of difference in that relationship. It's no different if you have a friend and all they ever do is ask things from you, or they expect things from you. And it's almost like when they leave, the life has been sucked right out of you, but you love them. It's that kind of thing that you have to be careful about when you're building relationships with people. Always bring the positive to the table. Always bring inspiring words. Bring encouragement. Tell them how fabulous that you think they are. If there's one or two things that you can notice about them from their Facebook page, if it's, gosh, I've seen your posts and you talk about your kids and you just seem like a great mother. You seem like such a great friend. You seem like you care so much and you invest so much into the lives of your child, which would also make them a nurturer, which would also make them a helper. All of which things would be a great compliment and a great point to bring into, you're such a nurturer. You take care of those around you. You're a helper. And that's what I need on my team. So go through their Facebook. Get to know them from their Facebook before you even send the first message. And then start building from there. If it takes the average person 7 to 21 times before they commit to either join your team or try your products, then what are you doing? And those times, that's either going to make or break your business and make or break that relationship. Emojis, start a post, start a message, start anything with an emoji. Even if it's just a little waving hand, even if it's with a little hey girl, even if it's just a smiley face or a star, whatever, that will catch people's eyes. Emojis, when you get a call or when you get an email or a letter in the mail from the bill collector, does it have an emoji? No. Wouldn't it be much nicer if they did? Yes. So don't be the bill collector, be the friend, be the emoji, be the one that makes life better. To get bigger in your business, you need to get smaller. So instead of reaching out to thousands, reach out to hundreds and grow and prosper in those hundreds first, because you're being personal, because you're being you, because you're being encouraging. So if you have to cut back on the amount of people to enhance the quality of message, do that. If you all have any questions about what we've talked about tonight, then let me know. You can message me. Team members asking on the team page underneath the post that I share this on. Whatever you need to do, just ask questions. I'm here. I want to help, but I don't know if you don't tell me. So good luck. Go get it. Be personal. Thanks, guys.